So let's start with in the first part, I'll ask you some questions about yourself. So let's start with the topic health. How do you maintain your health?
So I maintain my health on daily basis by going to gym. I do some treadmill over there, and then I maintain a healthy diet. I avoid to eat junk food, and I complete my 8 hour sleep every day, which helps me to
Okay.
maintain my healthy lifestyle.
Who's the healthiest person you know?
Uh, the healthiest person I know is my friend. His name is Shubham, and he really maintains his fitness a lot. He's a kind of fitness freak. He do lot of weightlifting, and I think he's the fittest person I know, and I love to see
Okay.
him doing fitness.
Would you like to be healthier in the future?
Yes, I want to maintain my health in my adulthood as well. Like when I will reach my 40s or late 50s, I will love to maintain my healthy lifestyle because it will keep me away from diabetes or other major problems that I can face.
Thank you. We'll move on to the topic colors now. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is black. I love to wear black. Honestly, I have like 6 or 7 t-shirts which are black, 6 to 7 shirts that are black, and I do have 4 to 5 shoes that are black. I love wearing black. Like I can wear black anytime, any day.
That's good. And do you know someone who hates black?
Uh, the in my known, I don't know anybody who hates black. In my family, nobody hates black, and uh, nobody hate black color in my friends also. So I don't know anybody who hates black color.
Okay. And do you think you're gonna like black so much in the future also?
Yes, honestly, from my childhood, black is my favorite color. I love to wear black since my childhood, so I think it will remain my favorite color in my lifetime.
It's good. Let's move on to the topic party people. Are you a party person?
Yes, I love to do parties. I love to attend parties whenever I have free time, or usually I have work on the weekdays and I am free on the weekend. So I love to spend time with my friends and to do some parties, and I love to uh, like get together with my friends and to go somewhere and have some food and do some barbecue.
Okay. What has been the most exciting party of your life?
I think the most exciting party was my grade 12th farewell because it was like it was kind of emotional time for me because those were like the last days of my school, and I know I knew that I will be missing those days in future. So I think that's like kind of my one of my favorite parties.
Okay. What's the next party you plan on going to?
So the next party I'm planning is on my birthday, and my birthday is in August, and I'm planning to go to Montreal with my friends. It's a really beautiful place, so I would love to go there for a couple of days.
Thank you, Ratan. This is the end of part one. Let's move on to part two now. I'll show you a card. First, let me display. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
You have 1 minute to prepare for it, and you'll speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I'll tell you when the 2 minutes are over. You can take some notes while you're preparing for it, and Your preparation time starts now. Ratan, please start speaking.
So I love to hear stories and I love to read newspaper as well. When I was a child, my grandmother told me a lot of stories, and every day I read newspaper as well. So the story today I'm going to talk about is it's a news that was posted in 2011, and it was about cricket. So I love cricket a lot, and in 2011, Cricket World Cup was held in India after maybe 10 years, and I was really excited to watch the World Cup. But when India reached to the finals, and I was having exam next day, so I had to sleep early before that day, and the final was on that day, so I was unable to watch the final, and I had to sleep early because I have to wake up early. But when I woke up in the morning, and I read the newspaper, read the story that India won the World Cup after 24 years. Like, it was a very long time, and everybody was praying that India should win this World Cup because this World Cup was held in India. So this story made me really made me like uh, I got really emotional at that time because I love cricket a lot, and I was playing cricket since my grade third or grade fourth. So uh, when I read the story, I got emotional, and I was happy from inside as well because that was a really big moment for the country because World Cup is like one of the most prestigious thing in any kind of
Okay,
sport.
thank you. How did your family members react to this news?
So when I told that news to my family member, everybody was shocked because the chances of India in that World Cup of winning was really low. So they didn't believe me, and then I
Thank you.
showed them the newspaper.
This is the end of part two now. We've been talking about an interesting news story, so I would like to continue the topic of news only. Uh, let's first talk about the responsibilities of a news anchor. Can you tell me some?
I think the responsibility that I know of a news anchor is to present the real news, and not to show false information on the TV, which can lead to like riots or anything in the people. So I think the most important responsibility of an anchor is to present the actual information rather than to provide to mislead the audience.
Okay. And do you think in such a case, communication skills are very important?
Yes, I think communication skills are really important because if you don't have good communication skills, uh, it will be really hard for the audience to understand you, and miscommunication can lead to error in the mind of the audience. And as you know, miscommunication is really bad for the society. And if you have an communication error and you pass that information to the audience, and it is really dangerous.
Okay. Do you think it's easier to become a news anchor in India now than it was in the past?
Yes, I think now it's easier because there are a lot more of news channels now compared to past. And every news anchor is like getting bigger in size day by day, so they need to hire more anchors to have global reach. So I think it's like I think it's not too hard to become a news anchor nowadays compared to earlier times, because there was like two or three channels, and nowadays there are over 100 channels. So I think it's really easier nowadays.
Thank you. Let's move on to the topic fake news. Do you think it's really an issue?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Am I audible now, first of all?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We are moving on to the topic fake news. Do you think it's really an issue? Ratan, am I audible? Are there any sound issues now?
It's good now, sir.
Okay. We are moving on to the topic fake news. Do you think it's really an issue?
Yes, I think fake news is really an issue. And if news channels are spreading fake news, it can lead to riots, or like uh, you can say, like it will be really disheartening for the people, for the audience, that news channels are spreading fake news. And it will also like decrease the TRV of the news channels, because if news channels are spreading fake news, nobody will like to watch news channels. Instead, they will buy newspapers to read the actual news.
So, do you think newspapers have more credibility than news channels?
Yes, I think newspapers have more credibility, because uh, newspapers are published every day. Like like the news of today's will be published next day in the newspaper, and there's the editor who checks each and everything, like is it posted correctly or not. So I think the information in the newspaper is much more correct than the information provided by the news channels, because
Okay.
sometimes when
What can we do to prevent the spread of fake news?
I think government should impose some like issue some rules that firstly the news should be 100% correct. Then only you can publish it like online, or you can like publish that news on television, instead of just publishing it right away after you heard about that news. So I think a government should take some steps about that.
Thank you, Ratan. This is the end of the speaker.